Rage games are good for you, right? I love these. That's just me.
Nothing else?
This is a pinball game that makes you mad.
I really hope you didn't mean to reset to a checkpoint.
I did. So I pulled this up earlier. I always pull up my games before I play them, just to make sure they run with OBS in the background. But yeah, this is a pinball game that makes you mad. So we're gonna see how true that claim is. It seems pretty relaxing, to be honest. It's got some nice smooth jazz and a nice little piano. And it says it's one button gameplay, but it is most certainly not one button gameplay. You can shake the table, which if any pinball wizard knows, that's cheating. But technically that's cheating. If the game gives it to me and says, yeah, you can shake the table, is that really cheating? I don't know if that's the same thing at that point. Oh. But yeah. I hope you're doing good today. We have we've got a lot of games lined up. I still have like a big backlog of bullshit to play. But I saw this today and I was like, "Oh, there's no way I don't play this. This just looks too good." Yeah, I'm shaking it. So what? It's only cheating if the arcade is quiet enough for the owners to hear you. That's so true. Some pinball games, if I remember correctly, some of them have like shake prevention, and they'll stop you from like doing the flippers if you shake it. Look at this. We are literally goated.
It seems everything is green, kind of like you. I'm sure you've made it past the hardest part.
Calling me green? You green with it. Uh-oh.
I think
Bumpers.
I've already been down here before. Are you looking for something?
No. Thank you for asking. Oh, ah! Okay, we got this. Check it out. Oh, no. Also, am I in the right... I don't think I'm in the right category. Hold on just a second. Let me get us in a pinball game that makes you mad, the category. Hello, everyone. Hi. Welcome. I'm starting to understand what makes this a rage game now. It's gonna be tough. This is one that's, you know, it's kind of like a Foddy-like game. You have to not fall, which is gonna be very difficult, considering the, considering what we're dealing with here.
Is this a new speedrun strategy? Oh, you're a true pioneer.
Thanks, buddy. Ixel's birthday was the other day. So, we got to hang out with Ixel for a little bit the other day. His mother, by the way, made these delicious brownies. They were like super fudgy brownies with like peanut butter cups and stuff in them. They were delicious. Really, really good. And now YouTube is dying for some reason. Why is YouTube not receiving enough video? We're dropping frames randomly. It's very strange. I'm gonna need to investigate what's going on with OBS. I think I need to mess with my settings a little bit. Ever since I reinstalled OBS, we've had a little bit of weirdness with the frames.
Ooh, what a cute frog. I wonder if he likes sledding.
I saw some drops on Twitch here as well. Yeah, that's not good. I probably just have something configured wrong then. I'll look into it after the stream. How about that? Ooh, we're getting into some like actual pinball gameplay here. No!
You genuinely had it, and then you didn't. A remarkable talent.
This Smooth jazz is something I would imagine that would be playing in like a very, very relaxed, like Japanese bar. Which, by the way, guys, if you ever see me at like a normal bar, I'm the most miserable person in the room. 100% every single time. I hate bars so much. Like, specifically... I'm so scared of this, man. Oh, there we go! Come on! Specifically, I really don't like...
Someone wise once said, you must turn right to go left. Oh, wait, was it turn left to go right?
No! I get the game. I understand the game now. I get it. I don't think bars are too bad. I actually found out that my favorite thing to do there is leave. Ah. What a coincidence. Me too. The last time okay, I'll tell you a story, chat. We've got time. I've got time for a lot of stories today. And boy, do I have a lot of them. The last time I went to a bar, it was with a bunch of friends. We were there at like... we were doing like a bar crawl type situation. And for someone who hates bars, you may ask, why would I agree to a bar crawl? Well, I hadn't seen any of my friends in like actual years because I had been on kind of a globe-trotting adventure for a while. I had been all over the States and then kind of just residing in like Texas for a while. So I finally came back home and they wanted to do like a bar crawl for some reason. I don't remember why.
Is all progress truly temporary?
But I said yes. We'll go on this little adventure, sure. And they ended up, like, we ended up going to like 3 different bars. Which is fine. It would be fine. But the problem was, the last bar we went to, we stayed there until like 3 a.m. That's not okay, man. It was way too late. And the worst part was, at the time, I didn't have a car. I did not have a car at the time. So I carpooled there with my friends who didn't want to leave yet. And I didn't want to kill the vibe. So I was just like, all right, fucking, we're stuck in it now.
Hey, it could have been worse.
And I just remember that whole night being miserable for me. Just because I'm not really... When it comes down to it, I'm not really a people guy. I'm great at interacting with people, but I hate people. Not you, chat. Not anyone particular. But I just don't like being in the presence of other people very frequently. With chat, it's easy. I don't have physically, like, I don't have actual voices in my ear going, you know, all at once. But, like, with real people, it can just get exhausting. And I did not used to think this way. I used to be a very, very outgoing person. But over the years, I've just gotten more and more introverted. I am the most introverted extrovert that you'll meet. Because I am fantastic at talking to people. And typically, I do really well in a group. I just hate it. Internally, the whole time, I'm just like, God damn it. Get me out of here. I'm like Squidward, man. I like inside of me there is a SpongeBob and there is a Squidward. Outside is the SpongeBob, and he's like, hey, hi everybody. And then internally you have the Squidward, who's like, get me the fuck out of here. I want to go home and play my clarinet. It's absolutely every single time. Fuck this pinball game, man. I think that's called an ambivert or something. I don't know what it is. I don't know what an Amber Alert is, but hey, that's how I feel. Inside of me is also a Squidward, but deep fried and with marinara and a squirt of lemon. That's a pretty delicious goddamn Squidward. I just had some onion rings from Burger King, by the way. Terrible. Probably the worst onion rings I've ever had. But to continue my story.
Careful. Oh, never mind.
We were on this bar crawl. It's starting to get late in the night. I have no idea who anybody at this bar is. It is packed. And when I say packed, I mean, do you know when restaurants and bars have the maximum capacity sign outside of the restaurant? That...
Oh, what a shame.
That was full like 100 people ago. There was that many people at this bar. And part of me was just impressed. Part of me was just like, dear God, how is this place that popular? I really don't understand. And, yeah, it was more like a club than it was a bar by the end of the night. They had to, like, kick people out. People were, like, pissing on each other, fucking smashing bottles over each other's heads. It was insane. Maybe not that crazy, but I'm embellishing. Listen. The whole thing is, I didn't want to be there.
Didn't mean to do that. Bold strategy.
It was very club-like. I don't like clubs even more than I don't like bars. I am sitting with my friends. They're all drinking. I'm not drinking because I don't typically drink. It's not that I don't like alcohol. I just don't like getting drunk.
That was unfortunate.
I get drunk very infrequently. Maybe like twice a year. And it's always at like an event. It's never at home alone or anything like that. It's typically at an event with other people. Now, I didn't drink here because I didn't have any money, and I wasn't gonna I wasn't gonna spend my last savings on like beer. So I'm just kind of hanging out with a bunch of drunk assholes at a bar. No offense, friends that I know watch my stream.
Consider it practice.
And about halfway through the night, which was we're reaching about 12 p.m. a.m. Sorry. 12 a.m. hits, and I'm like, guys, is anybody getting tired? Kind of giving the hint. They were like, no, we could go for further. We go longer. I was like, all right. And they were like, why are you getting tired? And I was like, a little bit. It's okay. We can stick around a little longer. They're like, all right, a little longer. All right. Okay, cool. So I went on to the patio of the bar, the outside area. And two things happened. Actually, three things happened. Number one, the first thing that happened, I am sitting outside. One of my friends comes up to me. He goes, hey, man, come on. Let's go inside. Let's dance. Let's have a good time. I was like, no, I think I'm good. I just want to kind of hang out here for a little bit. I was like, no, come on. Like, okay, fine. Well, you got one song. I'll come in there and I'll do the fucking Peanuts dance for you. And we start heading in, And this random lady comes up to us. I have no idea who this person is. No idea whatsoever. I still don't know what her relation is to any of our group, any of the people there. Apparently someone knew her, but I have no clue who this person is. No offense to this lady, but she looked rancid. In my personal opinion. I don't know if it was the alcohol doing that to her, or just the natural state of being, but whichever it was, I wish her the best. And the only reason I say this is because she irked me that night.
I think we've already been down here before. Are you looking for something?
She irked me.
Is this a new speedrun strategy? Oh, you're a true pioneer. You genuinely had it, and then you didn't. Oh, remarkable talent.
This narrator's starting to piss me off. I very much do not like when people try to force me to do things. And this lady was like super pushy, trying to get me to go and like dance with her or whatever. I don't know what she wanted. But she wanted to like dance with me. And then she wanted to like hang out and talk over drinks, and I was like, no, I don't like you and I don't care to know you. I think I might have said that to her face. I don't know. I don't know if I was polite or rude. It really depends on what day you get me. Which is so unfortunate. I really try my best to be nice. I really do. I do. I love to be nice to people, but sometimes my limits get pushed. And we're human. That happens. You know, I'm not gonna lie to you. Sometimes I get pissed at people, and it sucks. It's not right to get pissed at everyone. You know, she didn't really do anything wrong. But if I did, I apologize. And if I didn't, well, that's good for you. But she kept insisting that we hang out and do something. And I was like, what is your end goal here? What do you want to take me home? What's going on? I was single at the time. And, I was like, look, I'm not interested. I just kind of like got out of a thing, like a couple year long thing. I'm good. And she kept insisting, and I was just like, Jesus Christ, leave me alone. And then I went back outside. And my friends were like, oh man, you don't gotta be that way. And I'm like, I just don't want to be bothered, man. Now, at this point, I'm regretting even saying yes to, like, doing a bar crawl in the first place. And I'm looking back, and I'm like, I should have said no. I should have said no, because it just made... I don't know.
Progress truly temporary.
It just made me angry. But through all the club music...
Hey, it could have been worse.
Through all the drunken, dancing people in their everlasting drunken stupor. You know, through all of that, there was a shining light. In fact, two of them, beacons of light in this dark, lonely 2 a.m. night. And I'll tell you what, I met someone there who was very nice. And he was in the same exact position as me. He was in the same exact boat. Exact same boat. It was insane. Some guy comes outside to the patio, and he asks to sit down with me, just at the table I'm at. I was like, sure, man, go ahead. He's like, is this seat taken? I'm like, no, go ahead. He's kind of quiet for like a minute or two, and then he pipes up and he's like, so, why are you here? You know, you're not really doing anything. I was like, I got dragged here by a group of friends tonight, so I'm just kind of chilling. And he's like, yeah, no way, me too. Me too. And I was like, yeah? Well, why'd they bring you here? And he's like, oh, tonight's my bachelor party, but I don't give a shit about any of that. I was like, oh, shit. Okay, so this guy's, like, just sitting out his own bachelor party. That's kind of funny. And he was like, yeah, I don't really get the idea of a bachelor party. It's kind of like an outdated idea. And I was like, yeah, I agree. I don't really understand it either. It's not something I would really do.
Oh, what a shame.
And then he's like, what do you do for work? And this was right after I had left, you know, I had left my old house, and I was basically subsisting off of voice acting money and audio engineering stuff. And I was like, well, two things. One, voice acting. Two, audio engineering. And he was just like, oh, really? Really? Well, that's also what I do. And I was like, there is no fucking way on earth that this dude is also an audio tech guy. What? What? And he sits there and he's like, yeah, I set up like venues for bands, and I do mixing and mastering for music recordings. And I was like, what in the what are the odds
Back down we go.
that this guy exists in the same space as I do at this precise moment? And it was just some cosmic level, like, holy shit, like, what? And we both sat there for a minute, and we were like, this is kind of crazy, right? Like, that's not a common job. That's not like two plumbers finding out they're both plumbers. Like, that's not common. So we were both just kind of sitting there in, like, kind of slight shock. We're like, well, fuck, what have you worked on, man? And we start describing different projects we've worked on. And we were both just like, well, if it's all the same to you, you might be useful in the future. Do you want to exchange contact info? I was like, sure, why not, man? Go for it. If you ever need a voice actor, just hit me up. Still never heard from him. To this day, I have still not heard from him. I texted him a total of one time after, and I was like, hey man, this is my number. Cool, thanks. And that was that. That was 4 years ago? Maybe three or 4 years ago. I don't remember. It's been a while. And then they became best friends. No!
Are you looking for something?
Yeah, sometimes that's just how it goes. It's okay. It was cool, though. Came out with a very neat story. You know, stuff like that, like, never happens. But I'm sure he's, you know, he's also got the story in his back pocket. If anything, if I can come out of a situation with a funny story or, like, an interesting story, I'm okay with this. Because at the end of the day, it's what powers a good chunk of my streams. Being able to just talk about things that have happened to me in the past.
Is this a new speedrun strategy? Oh, you're a true pioneer.
It helps a lot. But I'll also say, the only other thing that happened that night that was really nice, this was at like 2:30, probably like a little bit after I talked to that guy. He said he was going to head back in, and he was going to go chat with his friends. So he went back inside, started hanging out with his friends. Didn't hear from him for the rest of the night. I'm still sitting out there, and my buddy comes out, and he's like, hey man, are you sure you don't want to like come inside and hang out? And I'm like, yeah, I'm sure. I'm just gonna sit out the rest of tonight. I lied to him. I was like, I got a headache.
You had it! You genuinely had it! And then you didn't.
My ass did not have a headache. I just didn't want to go back in there. But I'm sitting out there. Another 10 minutes pass. And this girl who was sitting across from me, she was reading a book, like on the other side of the patio. I almost said patio? What the hell? And she ended up being like, hey, do you read books? And I was like,
Is all progress truly temporary?
not particularly. I read, like, manga.
Could have been worse.
And I'll read a book from time to time. Like currently I'm reading you know, Do Androids Dream of Electric Sheep? I'm getting through that. That's going to take me a while. But yeah, so I mean, yeah, I guess kind of. And she was like, "Do you want to just hear me yap about this book that I'm reading?" And I was like, "You know what? Sure." And she ended up telling me about the book that she was reading, which I'm forgetting the name of. But it was some science fiction thing. I was like, that's interesting. That's really cool. And after that, went our separate ways. Never talked to her again. Sometimes there's a beauty in just kind of conversing with one person, one time, never, ever, ever learning their name. Never, ever learning anything else about them. And then just letting the moment pass. You don't need to know every single person that you meet. You know, sometimes it's fine to just strike up a conversation, talk for a few minutes, and then never see that person ever again. And chat members, that is why Omegle was born. Really onto something. Hold on, we're really onto something. Come on, come on, come on, come on. Come on, come on, come on, come on, come on, come on. Alright.
Oh, never mind.
How did I do this so smoothly on, like, the first try? And then just, I can't get it now. For some reason. If you haven't learned your name yet... Wait. If you haven't learned their name yet... that means they're going to appear in a cutscene later on in your life to pull you out of a sticky situation. Like on a motorcycle or something. You know, I've always thought about this. And I was like, how funny would it be if, like, life worked like Yakuza? Like, you talk to someone, like, once. And maybe you resolve an issue of theirs.
What a shame.
And then for the rest of your material life...
Did you mean to do that? Bold strategy.
They are just like a summon. Like you get into a fight, or you're having trouble doing your taxes, and then they just show up. And then they're just like, "Hey man, heard you were having trouble. You know, I'm actually really good at that." Yeah, I know, I remember talking to you. Yeah, I remember too. Whoa.
Oh dear, that was unfortunate.
I don't know, it's interesting. The world is such a massive place, and, you know, it's easy to keep up with people nowadays because social media and the internet exist. You know? If the internet did not exist, there's a damn high chance that, you know, everyone in chat, I likely would never meet you. But you have the opportunity to speak to me because of the internet. And I have the opportunity to speak to you. And I think there's something really nice about that. Oh my god.
Back down we go. Consider it practice.
Also, guys, look, I know a lot of people... Okay. This is gonna be kind of a weird conversation. I know a lot of people in my community are furries. And that's fine. I love you guys. You guys are great. The best parts of my community are all of everyone who's here. Every single person. Unless you're an asshole. Then that makes you kind of worse. But you know what? You can grow. I believe in you. Anyways, if you pointed at yourself when I said that, go take your vitamins. I don't know. But I know a lot of my community is furries. And that's great. That's great. I'm not, again. But I found something today that I was like, wow, I respect this a lot. It's so strange how much respect I have for the furry community, but I'm not one of them. Like, they have such interesting... Some of them have such interesting art and, like, the... Specifically what I'm getting into here is the suits. I think that it's kind of crazy how much I hate American furry costumes. Somebody described it to me in a way that, like, I get it now. I get it now. I fucking get it, and I understand it. I know what the problem is. I think American fursuits look like cereal mascots. They look like cereal mascots, and I hate them. I think they look bad. But I was browsing through Twitter today, and somebody brought up kimono fursuits. And I was like, whoa, these actually look really cool. And there's, like, these ones that have, like, a very accurate... like, there was one I saw that was, like, a fox, and it had an accurate, like, snout. And I was like, wow, that looks good. That looks like you took it out of an anime. Out of, like, an anime or a show or a manga or something. And I was like, that's cool. I think that's neat. But typically, most of the American fursuits I have seen have very cartoony proportions, which I just hate. I hate it. I'm not even a part of the community, and I'm very, like, I have reserved opinions about it. I don't know. I saw it today, and I was like, wow, I think I found the difference. I think that the ones that, you know, typically come out of Asia, look better, just in general. My protogen suit isn't very cartoony. I learned what that word meant recently. Protogen. Protogen. It sounds like a Pokemon to me, I'm sorry. See, now, I can understand that. Those are like robots, right? Those are like androids. I can understand that. That's probably pretty cool. But, like, specifically the cereal mascot looking ass furries? No. No, you do better. No offense. Do better, though. Something about it. I just don't like it, man. But if you give the design very human proportions with, like, the head of the animal, somehow that makes it, like, cooler to me. Tony the Tiger? Fuck that guy. He pulled his pants down on my stream. And that's not even a joke. But some of these, like, Asian ones, pretty damn cool. Keep doing that. That's cool.
Oh, you're a true pioneer.
Now, you'll never catch me in one. You'll never, ever, 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 ever catch me in one. Because I'm not a furry. But I think they're cool. There's some artistry that goes into those. Now, there's going to be a lot of people that say, "Oh, you're shitting on my $3,000 costume. That's, you know, it's got the kind of more American design." No, I never said the costume was. I mean, I guess I kind of did say that the costume. Anyways, look, don't feel personally attacked. It's just an opinion. Everybody has them. There's nothing wrong with yours.
You genuinely had it, and then you didn't. A remarkable talent.
Enjoy what you enjoy.
Is all progress truly temporary?
But I'll also enjoy what I enjoy. Oh, here we go. We really got a groove going. Hold on. Hold on. Ah! Why? How? Genuinely, how? I had something good going here, man! I got this in the first 5 minutes of playing this game. I was zooming through it like it was nothing else. And now, here we are. I'm doing terrible. Maybe I just need to reset.
Ah, yes. The beginning. How nostalgic.
Maybe I just need the... I need to reset to make it feel good again.
Oh. Hey, it could have been worse.
Hey, narrator can't be the only shit talker in these types of games. You had something great going. Your total distance has been pretty consistent. I want that chat member tied up in town square and egged and feathered. Tarred and feathered. Egged? Same thing. Not the same thing at all, actually.
Huh. Careful. Oh, never mind.
I will say that jazz is a nice touch. Very nice touch. Makes me feel very... smooth. I don't know, man. It makes me feel some type of way. Okay, check it out, check it out. Ooh. And then we're gonna, ooh. And then we're gonna do this. Watch this. I think we might have gotten to the point where I'm stuck forever. We didn't really get that far, huh? We got far from the beginning, and then we didn't get any further again. You know, I kind of see why Northern Lion was playing this earlier and only got this far in, and he was 2 hours in. I was like, I could do that. Easy. And then I did, and now I can't do it again. Shit. Wait, this is fine. This is fine. You just have to... You have to be the ball. You ever see that episode of SpongeBob where he's teaching Squidward how to play the claw machine? You have to be the claw. Okay, this is not quite being the ball. Huh. Yeah. Okay, chill, chill, chill. We just want to slowly approach these. Kind of make a little hop here, little hop there. Okay, that's too little of a hop. Okay, too big of a hop. I think I understand it now. It's all about ball control. So, we need to, like, edge the ball up, not force it up. That was certainly a way to say that. So, like, edge it up. You know, like this. Like, edge it. Edge it. That's forcing it. You don't want to force it. Because when you force it... Okay, maybe forcing it isn't so bad. Oh my god.
Oh, what a shame.
Just gonna take a little sip of my my Dr. Pepper from Burger King here. Hold on. Fuck. All right. I think we give this a couple more shots, and then I'm gonna move on to Minecraft Racing Crossworlds. Because we still have to play that tonight, don't we? Shit. Hold on. Making sure. Okay. Okay, a little more. Yeah, give me the sauce. All right, check it out. And then we're gonna do this. And then we're gonna force it. No edging, just forcing. Fuck. Okay, I'm getting too mad. Let me get in a state of zen here. If I get in a zen state, I should be able to do it. Home. You thought I was fucking with you. You thought I was fucking with you. No!
Did you mean to do that? Bold strategy.
Okay, we're fine. We just gotta be careful. Woo! What? No! No! Please! Force it, don't edge it. Oh my sweet cat theme!
I do love cats.
What?
I should try that one.
What do you mean cat theme? Where? How? Shit!
Oh dear, that was unfortunate.
My cat got killed. I gave him an aneurysm. I gave him like brain trauma. Oh no! No! Ooh, this is big. Oh, that's big. Ooh, very nice. Oh shit! Is my cat shaped weird? Is that the problem? Oh come on! Oh! Cat brain damage. We're fine. Woo! Secret shortcut! Wow!
Down? Surely that's not always true.
Please! No! Oh. Among us! Among us! Sassy! I feel like if I hit the mouse harder, I'm gonna make him go further, but that's not how that works. Oh! One more try. One more try. This is the try. That's not the try. One more. One more try.
Back down we go. Consider it.
So that was a pinball game that makes you mad. And you know what? I'll give it this. It made me mad.